and every shot they hit, we got more frustrated, we lost our will, and it got softer and softer and softer instead of tougher and tougher and tougher. If we will play with great intensity, and if we will keep our heads and play together, we'll win this game. We're fine. We will win the game.
A game they must have to keep their season alive. Here in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, Lakers trying to clinch a championship tonight on the road. Right now they have a 10-point lead as we get set to start quarter number 3 here in Orlando. And hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Green on hand. We'll check with Doris Burke in a moment. It's kind of like a boxer at the end of a round. The Magic were staggered. They were stumbling. The round ended, and they survived. Now they got a chance to come back. But Kobe Bryant right now is playing in another game with another high level. He was tremendous in that turnaround, Jeff.
Let me add one more if. If Kobe Bryant comes back to at least human status, the Magic may get back in the game. But if he keeps playing like this and his guys knock in shots, there's no hope. This guy is just too good. He has dominated this first half with the shot and with the pass. 15 points, 4 assists, putting the ball on target, which is allowing everybody else to play well. Trevor Ariza, a great second quarter, but again, it's all playing off of the greatness of Kobe Bryant.
And you add 4 assists, you add a steal, you add a block for Kobe Bryant's numbers, and again, that all-around effort that, Mark, you knew he was going to have. Meanwhile, our Gatorade Cooler talk is about Orlando and what went wrong. When things started going wrong, they had built a 9-point lead, and then things started to fall apart.
Well, we talked about it yesterday. We got to keep our heads in what's going on. We cannot get frustrated with anything tonight.
Listen to the coach. You can't get frustrated. Turkoglu does. Begin to turn over the basketball and give up transition points. Frustration foul, flop official, but if you Dwight Howard, you have to understand it. You got to talk about it. It started before Stan Van Gundy's halftime talk. Talk about it, communicate it, come out at halftime, and make the adjustments. It was the second quarter. Lakers 16 straight points. They took over, and the Orlando Magic collapsed. You got to take care of the ball. You have to execute to give yourself a chance.
And as we've said, the Orlando Magic, they're more than just a three-point shooting team, but if they continue to shoot as poorly from beyond the arc as they did in the first half, 1 for 9, they'll be in trouble as we check in with Doris.
Well, I talked to assistant coach Brendan Malone of the Orlando Magic. Obviously, turnovers came up as a first order of business. When the Lakers went on that big run, they felt like it was a product of what they were able to do off their defense. They felt like Ariza's pressure on Hedo Turkoglu had a major impact on that first half. They said we have to do a better job setting screens to let Hedo get to work offensively and then poise, guys. It felt like they got rattled there in that half. Now, I did speak with Laker trainer Gary Vitti about Kobe Bryant. He said, listen, I tried to treat Kobe at the half, offered some ice, retape. He refused it, said, I want to feel the pain, guys. I think he's pretty serious about the second half.
He's not a normal person.
I think if you're Vitti, you're not concerned about Kobe Bryant. Right now, his eyes are on the finish line. He wants to finish the course, and that type of attitude, that approach is contagious.
You know, that statement about wanting to feel the pain, that was like, I read this book about G. Gordon Liddy, and he wanted, like, he was afraid of rats, so he bit the head off a rat. And then he was afraid of lightning, so he went up in the top of the tree and stuck up a rod. I mean, what is Kobe Bryant going to do, break his thumb so he can feel the pain?
Confront your fears. Lewis, Alston, Lee, good ball movement. Lee gets inside, misses Gasol the rebound. Part of that turnaround, again, as you guys have discussed, the Laker defense, when the Lakers play strong defense, they've been impossible to beat in this postseason. Fisher gets rid of Alston with a head fake and can't hit the shot.
But Courtney Lee, when he drove that time, was thinking pass. He shot as a secondary option.
The Orlando Magic have been resilient all season. They've bounced back after so many tough losses as Howard is fouled before the shot. It goes against Andrew Bynum. So Bynum picks up his third. Stan Van Gundy's team, they lost 2 heartbreakers in the Philly series, 1 in the Boston series, 1 in Cleveland, 2 already in this series, and they keep coming back and fighting. Perhaps another half to fight in this season. Alston to drive. That's a bad shot. Ball knocked away. Shot clock was winding down, and we have a loose ball foul. Call it on Trevor Ariza. Magic catching a break there.
And watching Turkoglu earlier in the first half, pretty much in the second quarter, he took a hit to the leg. Since that point, he's not running like Turkoglu runs the floor. He's not looking to come off screen and rolls like we've become accustomed to watching. That's something to take a look at to close out this game.
Lewis with a hand in his face. Can't get to three. Ball tipped and taken by Ariza.
See, on that shot, to me, Lewis has got to put the ball on the floor. He's got guys flying at him. All they have to do is show the shot and put it on the floor. Now, that's not a great part of his game, but it's got to be more a part of his game.
After shooting well early, they have gone cold. Ariza way short. He played 90 seconds, and so far nobody scored here in the third. Howard tried to spin and wanted the lob, and Turkoglu wasn't patient. Pass inside to Alston. Back up top. Courtney Lee on the drive. Gets to the basket. Pretty athletic play from Courtney Lee. He's their leading scorer with 10.
And that's the same move that you talked about Rashard Lewis doing. Don't fall in love with the jumper. Put pressure on the Lakers defense and get to the cup.
Lee now defends Bryant at the other end. Bryant over the shoulder to Fisher. Shot clock at 6. Fisher. Tough shot from Fisher won't go. Alston defended it. Fisher thought he got hit. He gives the stare to Kenny Maurer as they go down the floor. Lewis to Lee. 1 for 11 from three-point range. Alston to reach in. Fisher got it back. And it's going to be a jump ball.
But see, by Lewis putting the ball on the ground, he opened up that wide open corner three. Now look, if you don't make it, you got to live with that. That's your game. Live with your game, and then good effort back in transition. So they're showing signs of trying to do some good things. Good hands by Ray for Alston. Get on the floor. You know, the Lakers, like Phil Jackson, they have to be concerned with what they're doing right now. They don't want to let them get all the way back.
Turkoglu on the second tip. Alston looking for an opening. He's got Gasol on him. Trying to take him, clear some space. Good smart play, but can't get it to fall. Orlando 41% from the field. Bryant knocks it down. He's got 17.
Now, this isn't a secret, but this is one bad man. When you're talking about a complete basketball player, outstanding to watch.
And a foul as Turkoglu put it on the floor. And Bynum has just picked up his fourth foul. Bynum's been very active.
I really don't think people appreciate how great this guy is. And I learned early on as a broadcaster, you don't want to throw around the word great. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this guy is great. As good as we've seen at the two-guard position.
There are certain players, whether it's Kobe Bryant or Tim Duncan, you almost start to take for granted how great they are on a night-in, night-out basis. How they're able to perform at that level every single night, or almost every night. Lee steps back, and Courtney Lee, right now, he's keeping him in the game.
See, unless you have to compete against Bryant as a coach or as a player, that's the only way you can lose sight of how great they are. What that shot you just highlighted, Mark, that's a very difficult shot.
A reach in on Alston. Are they going to call it? No, it's away from the ball. It's against Courtney Lee and his defense of Bryant away from the play.
Courtney Lee looking to battle on the defensive end. Bryant not giving up an inch, but you like the way that Lee is getting after him. And right away on the out-of-bounds set, Bryant calls his own play. Wants to put Lee back on the block.
And if you have to double consistently, it's going to be very difficult to win in this league.
Shot clock at 2. Ariza has to hoist it up. Defended well. And a 24-second violation. It's still, with all the Terrific plays from Kobe Bryant with that 16-0 run by the Lakers. It's only an 8-point game.